ruffle some feathers. You could, we could high risk, high reward this, and you could roll up to your fellow Inquisitors and say, my lads, my friends and brothers in arms, I have uncovered evidence of the greatest heresy from this super powerful dude, and I need you to come back me up. And like you could maybe try to bring the hammer down on him, and that would like guarantee kerfuffle, I think, maybe make a bigger deal out of a situation. And you have the book, and you can go like, oh, I uncovered this from wherever you want to find it. Like you could just try to do the sleight of hand on a bookshelf, or you could say like, we uncovered this from one of your couriers or something like that, and basically start a fight between this house and the Inquisitors, during which the two of us try to like heist.
I'm going to tweak that. Just what, and this is something Julianus would know. You're probably not going to pull that off with Inquisitors. One of the thing, but hear me out here. Inquisitors probably have more autonomy and free thinking than anyone in the city other than the oracles themselves. They only answer to the oracles. But there are the Holy Guard. And they are big and tough and strong, and there's a lot of them. And they do answer to the Versigners. And, this is like a super duper high risk. Like you could do this like one time, and then the whole city's going to know, and you probably aren't even going to be able to pull it off for long. Doesn't sound like you got to pull it off for long, but like, and then I don't know what. I guess you guys got to kill just the guards between you and this other book, right? I guess that's what remains. And you got Mister I choke people to death for that. Oh, I forgot to mention the rule on ambushes is ridiculous. Basically, every time you're in combat, you want to have stealth. Like on the first one, you want to cheat. You want to cheat every time, because if you attack, you know how in D&D 5e you get a free attack round? That doesn't happen in this one. What happens is they still get to attack, and you just do the turn as normal, and everybody rolls for initiative. But you get a plus 20 to your attack bonus in any stunt that you do, and your fury die automatically goes to max, which means you roll it again. So you can auto kill people if you can sneak up on them and slit their throat. And they can't do any reaction to defend themselves. That's nuts. So you always want to cheat in this game. If
As
you
if
can.
I needed any more reason to watch my back in this game.
Yeah, there's that too. The bad guys can do it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's. What do you think, Roar? Like about like having the Inquisitor make a big scene, and then you guys trying to get in and get the book and get out.
Oh, I was thinking of a similar plan, but I just go in and punch everybody and cause a scene. But I think that also works.
Okay. Let's do it. It's fair to say then that that Julianus perhaps would have left. Let me make sure that this is set up correctly before I do it. Just make sure that it's set up correctly. Oh dear. Reveal. No? Let's see, maybe there's dynamic lighting here? Oh, there is. I have to give you some tokens since you're going to have a whole slew of Holy Guard now.
Right.
You can assume that this works. But what do you do when you find like an entire platoon of Holy Guard? What do you tell them?
I'm trying to think. Just to be sure. So the leader of the hoses name. Can I get his name and his son's name so that I can?
Yeah, sure. The elder Iynaynornei, his name is Elidyar. Elidyar Iynaynornei.
And then his son's name,
The elder son is Lathalin.
Lathan.
Lakelands are homey though, so be careful
Okay.
around him.
Okay. Is there anybody in? Yeah, I guess it'll be a Lydia that did it.
And if I recall correctly, you actually, this all kind of pieces together well because you found evidence that there were links between Iynaynornei and texts and potions and magic and things like that. Someone did. That came out. They were either listening to it. Oh yeah, I think that may actually have been Max von Spee listening to the
It's like,
Burgermeisters.
wasn't that just like public knowledge? They do magical stuff.
Oh,
That's something that you have heard rumors of as a kind of social dilettante.
there was a merchant who was trying to get in, and you overheard him. I'm just typing all this stuff out so I remember it. Merchant was trying to get in while we were scoping the place, and he was saying, "Well, I know about this stuff, and we're supposed
Right,
to be
that's right.
doing this right now," and he just kind of went off.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and yes, I'm gonna put you guys kind of in the water here on the bank in the canal. Sorry, it's gonna take a second to set this up. Um, I'm just gonna hope I didn't screw this up. Okay. And Maximilian von Spee. Okay. So I will set the scene for you all. This is what we have so far. Oh wait, no. What do you tell the Holy Guard? I forgot.
So I tell them I have uncovered links between through let me see here. So through an informant involved with the merchant class, I've discovered that the House of Iynaynornei has been dealing uh with different magics and heresy, and one of them was even be able to was able to deliver a book of incredible evil to me, linked to Elidyar, and we must go and arrest him at once before he puts his son Lathalin in danger.
They're cowled, and the guard captain of the platoon you find nearby, obviously alarmed, he kneels. He kneels before you, but he says, "My lord, these are the worst accusations that someone could levy. Should we not go and speak at the fortress to Dame Rosalinde at once?"
We have to make haste. His son is in danger.
"I see. At your command, my lord. The gods watch us, always." And they follow you in, and I'll show you where you are at. Hopefully I didn't script the lighting too bad here. Let me get rid of these over here. You've got two things going on. Here you are, Julianus, with a platoon of Holy Guard. And you enter, interrupting the Holy Guard that are checking things at the entrance to the manor, the kind of trellised walls that they have out front, and then you burst into the foyer, and there are elven guards, and they draw their weapons and demand to know who you are and what you want. But then they see that you're flanked by people in crimson robes.
Okay. Ah, my adrenaline's up. All right.
No
Yeah,
pressure.
No pressure. It's
I need
just
to.
incredibly dangerous. All right.
Mythic Mountains can see you. There we go. Meanwhile, this will give you a moment to think, okay? Meanwhile, over here in the canals, we have Lord Maximilian von Spee, the barber surgeon, and Dark Supplicant, who entered into a pact with a dark being from outside of, from beyond Dammerung.
Friends just call me Max. You don't need all the incredibly long title.
Yes. And Ulrich Taliesin, who chokes people. And whose entire life has fallen apart, and everyone who's ever known has actually just been experimented on as mutants by the oracles.
Just
Fine,
a
fine.
normal thing in this city.
Yep.
Day in the life.
You all can see from where you are that there are 4 guards here. There are 2 guards that are lounging. One is playing cards by himself, and another one is reading, and they're sitting on crates. And 2 guards are patrolling, moving back and forth on the docks. They don't see you yet.
What do the exits in this room look like? I'm a little unclear with the lighting because we got lighting that stops over here, or I guess the map stops over there and
Yeah, you're right.
here.
So,
There might be a door up here. What are
so
the exits like?
you entrances, which you have as far as exits, there are 2 boats that are tied up to these docks. The manor itself, it would be very difficult to actually scale the sheer walls on the outside. However, there is a cliffside right here, but the civilized ways to get up is they actually have a, I don't know what they're called, but it's basically an extension of the manor that's made of wood that goes out into this dock. And it's raised about 20 feet off the ground. There is no entrance here except for windows. You see what I'm saying? There's windows here, but there's no door. But there are windows, okay? There is a, this is sort of like a watchtower. And there's a ladder that goes up. Over here, there's another wooden platform with a ladder. And here is actually a door. This is actually the basement. It's the lowest part of the building.
Right. Jump in whenever you want, Roar, but I think I'm inclined to just wait to see if something disturbs these guards.
Well, maybe we could sneak past when they're not facing.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you
think we
turn
could
around.
just like vision cone this of move up to like right here-ish when these guys are looking away, and then just sort of stick to the shadows until we get up. Yeah, like that. But then I'm a little nervous if our distraction then works and these guys get summoned and they go through the passage that we're going through, you know.
Yeah, you don't see any other way from here into the manor except through that door.
Is there any glass bottles on the ground?
There are glass bottles and shards and nasty smelling things all around you in this canal. It would be easy to find something like that.
The idea of throwing one as a distraction so that it like shatters. And they go check the noise. And then we can run by.
You could do that. I'm going to go back up here to Julianus, since he was an intended distraction anyways, and we'll see what happens up there. So, the elven guards draw blades, and they demand to know who you are and what you're doing here.
So I barge in. I said, I am Versheimer Julianus. Sound the alarm and lead us to Elidar Irinian at once. He is accused of great heresy, and his son Lathalan is in danger. Any servants who stand against us will be assumed to be involved and tried accordingly.
Your symbol of office, my lord.
I show them the Versheimer. I guess
They,
I'm in the garb too.
yeah, you could do that. Yeah, and they look at each other and they say, this is outrageous. There's no way that our Lord would would be. He's pure. He's a devout follower of the oracles.
The
We
oracles will determine that.
Well, my lord, if you'll wait here for a moment, we can summon our Lord at once.
I start barging in. And I say, these two, they are guilty as well.
One runs off, like immediately, tries to run. Actually, he would probably run in this door here, and run in here. The other one stands in your way, bravely drawing his blade in an attempt to hold you all off at once.
Ooh. I kind of see in my head as just kind of standing there like that kind of stone gaze as the rest of them just kind of surround.
All right. So you're not gonna try to just kill him outright. You're gonna. This is kind of a standoff so far. Is that the plan?
Yeah,
Okay. He says, "I'm afraid I can't allow you to pass, my lord."
I kind of go do the thing where like you put up your hand and you just kind of point at the person. Hopefully everybody just kind of gets them.
Okay. Let's see. This would happen. We would do this. They would go up here, and we would go here. Yep. And back here, all of a sudden, sure enough, you see a commotion as these guards, as a guard comes out and immediately slides down the ladder and runs over, yelling and beckoning the guards to stand to, that there are intruders, and to defend the artifact and the lady at all costs. And then that's what you hear him say. And then these two run in with him, and they go inside. And the other two now, they go here. And they draw their weapons.
If it
Oh.
isn't the folly of my follies.
And
Well,
let's
we
see.
got a distraction.
Oh, you wanna get to strangling?
That's what I do best.
All right.
Let's see. These would
I would
definitely
like-
go up here. Okay, go ahead.
I would like to commence strangling.
All right. You guys gonna like charge to attack, or are you gonna? How are you gonna do this?
Could I still throw the bottle
Right.
as a distraction to get him to come over here?
You can definitely try. It's
Good idea.
I would say that's just going to be a standard check, and that would be you could, well, you can either propose a skill and how you would use it, or I would suggest that would either be an athletics, a guile check, or a yeah, guile or athletics check, basically. Remember that you have these.
Yeah, I'll use, I guess, guile.
All right.
Or no, athletics. I'll use athletics.
Yo.
All right. Yeah. That well, you describe what is it that you do?
Well, I wanted to throw it like right here so that they check what's around the corner. Like throw the
Right.
bottle so it like crashes and they think like somebody's sneaking around over there.
They definitely run over with their blades drawn, and they come over here. Yeah.
And then I'd want to jump out from behind and attack from behind.
You can do that. Do you have control of your token? Yep. You can.
Yeah, how do I remove the drawing so it's not all over the place?
I think I can do that.
You don't. It lives immortally forever.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a truly awful thing when that happens. But let's see here. All right, you can basically roll for initiative. They will as well. Yep. What'd you guys get?
That's a great question. Tell me what to roll.
Oh, it's a
I have an
D10.
initiative button.
Sorry about that. It's a D10 plus your initiative modifier.
Do I get a bunch of something for the shanks?
You get a plus 10 to your initiative modifier because you're using a light weapon. And Ulrich, we can say that you do. I can't remember what bonuses we gave for you using your knuckle dusters. I can't remember.
I think it was. I don't remember. I think maybe it was the same thing.
We'll say it is. You can get a plus 10 to your initiative, so that makes it 20, 21. That means Max, you go first, then Ulrich, and then the Elven Guards, which is quite handy for you all. Okay. What do you do?
All right. Let's see. Well, there is. Looking over my stuffs. Move up
Did
here.
we get them by surprise?
Yes. So now you have a bunch of extra stuff. So because you have surprise, you have a plus 20 to any attack or stunt to succeed on it. And if you roll an attack with a d6, you get actually an additional d6. So it would be 2d6. And they cannot defend or parry against it.
I would like to stunning blow the gentleman in front, closest to my friend, my companion.
All right. Are you going to use athletics or interrogation?
That's a great question. Probably doesn't matter.
And it says resist, so they are unable to do it.
Oh, love to hear it. Well, do I do it?
Man, that.
Or
Let me
do I have to
let me
roll
just
still?
double check that. That seems crazy. They can't defend themselves with a reaction. So yeah, you do it. You're able to basically either knock one unconscious or stun them for a round, depending on how you want to do it.
What's the difference between those in practical terms?
It sounds like you'd rather knock one. I guess if you knock somebody
Unconscious
unconscious,
sounds better. Yeah.
if you knock somebody unconscious, you get a better effect, but they will remember it, and it's going to be more obvious because now you have like a slumped over unconscious body.
Oh no, I would like to knock him unconscious.
All right, you do that, and crack. You well, actually, you tell me how you do it.
Yeah, just kind of. I imagine it's just kind of awkward because I've got my weapon is these sharpened scissors, right? So I don't have like a good like pommel to smack someone with. So it's just kind of like I look at my hand for a few moments and make like a smacky motion, and then I just do it and I hit him with basically my fist and in the back of the head.
All right, you do that, and he slumps over. His buddy begins to turn around. Ulrich, what do you do?
Am I able to take aim and attack in the same turn, or do I have to attack the next turn if I take aim?
Yeah, is that a stunt? Take a
Special actions.
oh, a special action. No, you can do that. You can take aim and then I see what you mean. No, it doesn't. I don't see anything that suggests that you can't do it. And then for every action point you use, so an attack takes one. You also moved, so that is one action point. So you could only take aim for one action point and then attack for another, if that's something you wanted to try to do. Because you only have 3 action points. Or you can use one of these and get a 4th action point.
I have a thing that says when I take aim and make a successful melee attack, you force a foe to resist a takedown.
Go for it.
So that sounds like a knockout thing.
All right. Sounds good. And then, well, it basically knocks them to the ground, which in this game is devastating because it takes 2 action points to get up. But, so then they could only get up and attack or get up and move. They can only do one thing, basically, on their round, which would be pretty tough. So that sounds good. So now you have a plus 10 to your attack. Yeah. You also have plus 10 to your attack because you took aim.
And I have another bonus from the surprise.
Yeah, on top of that. But I think it's more than plus 10. It's a plus 20. So you have a total of plus 30 to your attack. And on your attack, you roll 2d6 instead of 1d6. All right. Simple melee combat. You rolled a 3 out of 100 that you needed based on that, right? So you rolled a 3,
Yeah.
and you got 2d6. Did that account for 2d6?
No, I didn't know how to put that in for the weapon, so that's just the 1d6.
Ah, yeah. I just want to make sure, did you get an exploding die? It says that you got 0 plus 7. You got a 3. Okay, so, and that made it 10. Okay, and now you can roll another d6 and add it to the 10. Okay, so you got a 12. So his damage threshold is 7. So you exceeded that, and you got 12. So he automatically goes to moderately wounded. Roll a d6 to see if he's moderately wounded. He is not. Okay, but his damage threshold is now moderate. And he's also knocked down, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Crack. Okay. One of them's unconscious. Now he's going to try to use his turn.
Hey, perhaps could I get a chance to attack?
I'm sorry. Wait. I thought you
I
already did a
stunned,
thing.
which used 1 action point, and I walked, which used 1 action point.
Yes.
So
And
could I?
You also have
shank
plus
the
20
guy? Yep.
and an extra
So
d6.
I would like to attack the dude who's just been takedowned.
All right.
How do I go about doing that?
You make a combat check. And you'll add 20 to the threshold that you need to meet. So you roll d100, and you want to roll under your combat plus 20.
Is simple melee the ability I'm using for that?
I'm sorry, yes. Combat is the base skill. So yeah, it's a simple melee for your scissors. If you have a dot in it.
Press this button and plus 20.
All right, let's see. Combat's 42. You don't have a bonus to simple melee, and you rolled an 85. You failed to hit him. Do you want to use one of these, or while you have surprise?
Yeah, I think that makes. I think that's worth it here. That's a lot of damage.
All right, and that means you automatically hit. I'm fudging that, but I like it anyway. I don't give a crap. But I'll say that you can't use a fate token for this action otherwise. So you roll 2d6.
Right. Oh, 6. That's 7.
You didn't get a 6. You got a 7 total. And 7 just matches his damage threshold. He now goes up to seriously wounded.
Ah, love to hear it.
He is almost dead in one hit. And he's on the ground, prone, groaning. And let's see here. You hear some commotion coming from the other side of this door. And now it is their turn. He's going to get up. And because he is incredibly brave... Actually, I'm going to do a resolve check for him. But he is very good at that. Where's my resolve? There it is. And he fails.
He better fail. He's been jumped by a really old guy and a super scarred dude with scissors.
That means that he now can take a... Let's see. So it's chaos dice. I don't know how... I'm going to make this up, to be honest. What is your... that's 5. Ulrich, what is your combat bonus? Your first digit of it. Or your brawn, one of the two.
My brawn bonus is 7.
7. Okay. So that would put him on the peril track to 12, which makes him ignore 1 skill rank now, as he is imperiled. Oops, sorry. So if he was, and he was, skilled in martial melee, he now lost that skill because he's imperiled and freaking out. But he still climbs to his feet, and he's going to attempt to try to attack Ulrich, who looks like the biggest threat. And Ulrich, you can attempt to parry or dodge if you want. You'll need to beat a... well, actually, doesn't matter. He failed. Okay, moving on. He got up. He's back on his feet. He's not doing well. What do you guys do? And you hear people coming from here, too. It looks like they're going to try to help.
Can you reiterate that last part? People are coming from where?
You hear a noise coming from the door. It sounds like people are coming.
Oh, that's not good. I wasn't under the impression we were making copious amounts of noise.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You're surprised. Are you making a lot of noise? He's gurgling. I would say that would be like an awareness check. Let me do an awareness check for him.
I would like to say we're next to what I assume is moving water.
This is a good point.
It's loud gurgling going on anyway.
Awareness. Perception. And I will make it harder. They still pass, unfortunately. But they're not here yet. Alright, what do you guys do? Of note, there aren't a lot of footsteps. So that's something.
Well, I'd want to finish off the knocked down guy.
Alright. Go for it.
Do I still have any bonuses since he's knocked down?
He's not knocked down anymore. He used 2 action points to get up.
Oh.
I forgot to remove that. Sorry. Here we go. And he's gonna, since I used one for one of your all's combat actions, he's gonna make that fail.
Oh, I got a 1.
And what do you do, Max von Spee?
I would like to attack. This guy's... I'm just going to keep moving through tabs. Can I use dirty tricks on this guy? Which is a perilous stunt.
Oh yeah, how do you do that? Pocket sand?
Pocket sand.
All right. Yeah. You have that glass that he threw the bottle of. You just scoop it up and
Yeah.
throw glass shards in his eye. Oh man. He can make a
Okay.
guile or skullduggery test.
Guile or skullduggery.
I have to resist with
Probably-
awareness.
Probably the same. Get to pull up character sheet.
You have to beat a 23.
Ooh, a 23. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Just not remembering where anything is. Let's see what I did. What does a 6 get me?
You did it. Yeah, you take shards of glass nearby and you throw it in his eyes, and he screams and is holding his eyes, and blood starts pouring out. His glass shards have like shredded his eyes, and he's blinded now.
Okay, and then I guess I'll attack him. Can he parry me while he's blinded? Is that, or is he blinded now?
I was
don't know
really
if it
I'm
does.
trying to figure that out. Indeed.
Let's proceed with some stabbing here.
It's
I probably don't succeed stabbing.
let's see, blinded. This creature size. I really want to know. I wish I had this in PDF. You know what? Yeah, I will use like BX rules. Basically, so if he's blinded, that makes sense to me. That's kind of a good middle ground. I'll say that he can attack but flip to fail, and he fails awareness checks, and he can't take reactions. That's pretty punishing. It's kind of middle
Right.
between 5e and BX though.
Well, I have not succeeded, I believe, in simple meleeing him.
All right. Cool. Well, let's see. He's
Ends my turn.
and then let's see, Ulrich. I used a token on you. I won't use tokens for combat anymore, but that was you had done it earlier, so it's like okay, I'll do it back. Okay, he's gonna flip to succeed. Nope, I used the wrong thing. It'll be the first one. Flip to fail. Sorry, flip to fail. 61. He failed. He's just like brandishing a sword around. There are 2 people that come out here, but no one else. Only 2 people. And then I'm gonna pause this scene. I'm gonna go up to our Zweihander. Julianus, you hear the crushing of glass and a muffled scream further into the manor, and an alarmed look on the elf's face as he draws his blade against all of you all. And one elf ran into the nearby room.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to charm. I'm gonna tell him. Let's see. I have witnesses and physical proof of his heresy, and that his son is in danger. Will you defend the Lord who is guilty of heresy, or
Yeah.
will you rescue his son, who will be taking over for him after he has gone to trial?
I'll give you a choice. You can either attempt to do a complex exchange, and then he will work for you. He will fight for you over something like that. Or you could do it, but the consequences of failure are worse. Or you could do a simple exchange, and he'll allow you to pass, but he won't help you if you succeed. And you're a Borger, right?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that? Borger.
What if they be bourgeois?
I think it's just burger.
Burger, actually, just like a hamburger.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It's archaic, like bourgeois, though. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Which one do you do? Simple or complex?
I'm gonna try the complex.
All right. Give me a moment here.
You can do it. I believe in you. We're just gonna die down here in the sewers, and you're gonna successfully take over the whole house.
Excellent. Well, excellent.
Less shares.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a success or not.
Okay, I have selected two that he likes and two that he hates, and the rest are neutral. So you'll select a skill that you think, based on what you know of the Iynaynornei Elven House Guard, what you think would most influence him.
Taking charm, but oh, maybe leadership. I don't have a dot in that, but I do get a extra 5%. Hmm. I'm gonna try leadership.
All right.
It's not what I want. Like I'm really good with charm, but I don't think these guys are
I
ones
feel
for charm.
I feel like what you said would fall under leadership, or you can add to it, but you could roll for it either way.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't want to put much over that. So let's go 1d100, and I need to beat a. What is that? Where are we? We are. Sorry, losing my place here. Leadership, fellowship. So I need to beat a 49. Oof. Here we go. Hey, a 15.
15. That is one of the ones that you can immediately see that he concedes your point, and he says, but it's not a critical success. So I'll cut the middle and I'll say that he says, I I knew that this day would come. I do not want harm to come to Lord Laithlin, though I'm conflicted that an outsider like you do not understand what is happening here. But I won't stop you. Please, my lord, do not harm my brethren. We are loyal to the oracles.
I kind of look at him, nod, and then we carry on in.
All right. Where do you go? This way? I guess that's where everybody went. So,
Yeah.
you you go by yourself, or you take the guards with you?
I'm gonna take the guards with me until it seems like a good time to kind of break off. I'm gonna have two of them stay by the door here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I put them out at the front door. Okay. And when you enter this room, you see some large statue and two tables facing each other with several chairs and two large armchairs facing the opposite end. There are doors on the back side of the room here. These large armchairs are empty, and three Burgermeisters sit at these chairs, startled, like, "Oh, what is the meaning of this? What is this? I, what? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything." And there's like there's two women here and a man.
I'll point at them and say, the leader of House Iynaynornei is being investigated for heresy, um, against which he is accused, and which there is a great amount of evidence. We know that some of the merchant class has been privy to this, and you will be questioned, but not now. Stay where you are, and I'll leave another another couple of these guys here to guard them. I'm trying to find reasons to just kind of start shedding
Right.
shedding guards.
Right. One of them says, I told you, on God, I told you this would happen. And then the other one, you smell the telltale smell of human urine again. And where do you go now?
I'll go through. Is there a door here?
There is. I'll just show you quickly. It's just an entertainment room with a piano and a closet
Okay.
and a fireplace.
Well,
This is just a receiving room and then a bathroom, and then you go into this room here. It goes into a spiral staircase that goes into a second floor, as well as another receiving room with books here. So
Okay.
all of this is happening now. I'm going to pan back over here where there is some mayhem. Now the good news is that it's clear to you all that the mayhem is not that what you would expect from an entire manor, like from like a whole noble house's guards. So, anyways, I can't remember whose turn it was either. Say it's your all's turn. I'm not gonna. So, what do? You've got one person here who's trying to fight you, another person that's unconscious, and two elven guards that are rushing towards you. And you can both make awareness checks. What do you guys do? You gonna attack? Oh, awareness
Yeah,
checks.
I'd wanna-
Murdering is
Yeah.
You do not notice anything, except that there are odd shadows, it feels like tonight, almost as if the buildings themselves that tower above the Sky Hollow Towers seem to almost be leaning. Anyways, go ahead.
We're just too busy bullying this elf.
as he deserves. All right. I would like to take aim for 1 action point. On the dude who needs to be bullied.
The dude that needs to be bullied. Go for it.
All right. That just happens, which is nice. And then I think I'd like to shank him. I'd like to do a melee attack.
Yeah, it seems like this game is all about, yeah, you're going to do an attack, but you're also going to modify it with something.
Yeah.
But the bad guy gets
there's
to do that
something else in
too.
there.
Yeah. And he's standing up, so he might get to do some cool stuff.
Oh no, that's not what I'd like to hear. Actually, I think I would like to. Yeah, 'cause I got some extra action points lying around. How about the 1 action point of take aim, and then I'll use my other 2 action points to use called shots,
Okay.
which means that he. Somehow I keep losing my character sheet. Which means that I make a straight roll, but he can't parry or dodge.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Boop. See what that gets me. Not quite. Drat.
Yep. Okay. And then what do you do, Ulrich?
I'm gonna do the same thing, a called shot.
Uh, 14, definitely. I will attempt to try to get him to parry, but it's not looking good. He does. Oh, and he has a critical failure on the parry. So I don't know if that matters. It's a reaction. Fails either way. And then yeah, you did 10 damage. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 damage. So he was seriously wounded. It exceeds his damage threshold by 1. He is now grievously wounded. If he gets wounded again, he's dead. And now he's going to try to attack Ulrich, who seems like the worst threat here. And he's going to try to do some things. He's going to try to I actually like that setup. He's going to try to take aim as a special action, and then try to do a called shot so that you can't defend against it.
I have taught you well, my student.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, actually, he can't
isn't
do that
there-
because, yeah, that's not possible. You've got 3 action points. So yeah, you can't. No, yeah, you can because it's a combat check. Sorry, what were you saying?
Well, I have a thing that says I cause grievous injuries, and he's grievously wounded. So I don't know if that did anything.
Yeah, what does it say?
It just says brawling type weapons cause serious and grievous injuries.
You should already be long dead then. I didn't know that. That's really horrible. That's horrible. That means that you just like can just rip people's throats out. Oh yeah, we talked about this. That's really horrifying. Well, okay, he's dead. I feel like I'm misunderstanding that because that basically means like you're like critically hitting every time you hit with a brawling weapon. Although that's like the one thing that you do. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll
Anyways,
take it.
describe how you rip his throat out. Like, what's this look like? These other 2 are definitely going to make a resolve check after they see that.
Just
Oh,
kinda
probably
know
just like lots of
Do I have to
crazy
make a resolve
punching.
check?
Both of them fail their resolve check. They're horrified as they run forward with their blades and they just see you doing that and the blood spurting up into the air and then they like stop in the lantern light. Like you can see the fear on their faces and they're now imperiled. Actually, I'm going to roll for that. I forgot. Let's see. We've got chaos dice plus, yeah, they're imperiled. Yeah. So they see that happen. They're going to move up. How far can they move? They can make it. That's 1 action point. They're going to attempt to charge you. They will both try to charge you. 2 times movement value. Add 1d6 damage to melee attack on the same turn. This means with their large 2-handed weapons, they will get 3d6 damage against you. So hopefully they do not hit you. You can you can take as many parries as you want. So, oh, they did really poorly. That's good news. Let me see if one of them did manage to hit, unless you can try to parry it though.
I'll try
Dodge
to
it.
parry.
Yeah. Okay.
And I failed.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes, you did. Oh no! So it's 3d6.
Ones.
It is ones, but sadly,
Ah.
it also has a 6, which means we roll again. Which means it's a 5. That's really bad. Okay, so what is your damage threshold for Ulrich?
7 and then 13 for the next one.
Yeah, so you are now roll a d6 to see if you are moderately wounded. You are not. But you are moderately wounded, but you're not injured. All right. And
Okay.
also make a resolve check to see if you're imperiled. Wait, I rolled the wrong one there. Three. Yes. 7. What is your peril threshold?
8.
8. You are not, because it did not overcome your peril threshold. Okay. Let's see. That makes it your Earl's turn. What do you do? The first person able to act is Max von Spee.
Right. I would like to I since I don't know what the downside is, I'm gonna do a stunning blow on this dude here, a little closer to me.
After resist versus toughness.
Just trying to keep
Oof. Looks like I'm going to pass, though.
losing my thing. Well, that's just what you think while I attempt to keep getting lost here. Athletics or interrogation. Wait, don't want that. Cancel.
You know, I'm getting this wrong. It says a test. So it says a test. So you can use these in combat where it says make a test. I don't see anything in the rules that says you can't do that.
I didn't quite succeed, but let's do. You know what? Let's use one of those. Let's. The power of fate.
And then they can use it if it's a test, basically. Okay, so now you pass. So now one of them took a stunning blow, which
I would like to render him unconscious.
you karate chop him in the throat, and he is now unconscious as well.
And then I think I'd like to sort of maneuver around and shank his friend in the back
All right.
with an attack. So that's
Can you-
gosh darn it, I did it again.
Let's see. Stunning blow is 1, move is 1, and attack. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I need to stop closing my character sheet. Otherwise, one day I will hit someone
Alright.
with an attack, but today is not that day.
Your turn, Ulrich.
I'm gonna try a chokehold.
All right. Let's see. Chokehold, it says resist with athletics, or else I'm choked. And I believe you have like some really awful things that happen when you choke somebody, if I recall.
Yeah, it says if I try to choke enemies, enemies have a -10 to their roll to resist.
All right. And you could stack that with your attack and put them grievously wounded in 1 round. That's horrible. All right. Anyways, he failed. Unless you can get higher than that, higher than a 94. Oh, you
Do
also
I
you also
roll
have to
for
pass.
it?
Yeah, you got to also pass the check. So you got to do a athletics or coordination check test, one of the two.
And do I get a modifier? Because
Uh,
it does the -10?
minus 10.
Or I guess, no, that's to their roll, is the -10.
Chokehold. Minus 10. I'm sorry. What's the minus 10 from?
Oh, it says in my talent, it said that the enemy has -10
Ah.
to resist.
I think that's for future things, which is even worse. I think that from then on you're choking them and they have like -10 to resist checks. That's my
I
interpretation of
pass.
it. Okay, you're now choking this person. You hear them gurgling as your bony, old, warded, scarred hands grip around this elf's throat, and you start to see him change colors.
It says it adds an additional 1d10 to physical peril. So what's the normal peril?
1d10 to physical peril. So that means that you would usually roll a chaos dice plus your brawn, and now you're going to add a d10 for your attack for physical peril. But first you have to make an attack. Physical peril, right? Oh wait, peril. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says
I'm
I
sorry.
do. It says the chokehold does another 1d10 to peril damage.
All right, he got 102 based on that. What's happening to him for his resolve? So he is imperiled. So now I'll roll chaos dice plus d10 plus your brawn d10. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus what's your brawn's first digit?
My brawn bonus is 7.
Okay, he is 14, which puts him immediately into 2 down, imperiled, ignore 2. So he's now ignoring 3 skill ranks, and he's about to be incapacitated just by fear. And you also smell urine.
Gosh, these people and their weak bladders.
He's being choked to
Very
death.
rude.
He was already afraid, and then this boy just like this old man like with crazy eyes just jumped out of the dark and started choking him to death. So this is not a good day. It's a bad day.
It was a
Just
great
keeps
day.
getting worse.
This is a really bad day at work. Okay. So that's just one thing. Now you can actually attack or do anything else you want to do.
I will. I will attack.
All right.
Oh, the Discord derped for a second. Yeah, I'll attack.
Is that chokehold? What? I'm sorry, I can't remember. What was the move you did? Did you do a? What'd you do?
It
You
was
did.
clinch fighter. I think I can press show, and it shows what it does.
And you tried to do a chokehold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just one action point. So now you can even do a called shot or aim and then attack or do your takedown with the thingamajig you do. You got all kinds of crazy, awful things you can do.
Yeah, I'll try called shot.
'26 definitely. I'll see if he can try to dodge out of the way. He's got plus 10, 51 fails. He's not able to beat you, and you did 9 damage. Let's see. You are choking him. 9 damage. I can't. Oh man, I can't remember. Did we already hurt this one? No, that was the other one. But it says that if you're using a brawn weapon, you automatically do serious or grievous wounds. Is that right?
It says you can inflict. I'll press the show button.
Thank you. Okay. It says you can inflict moderate, serious, and grievous injuries. Ah. I see. When you do it, you do an injury. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but it doesn't automatically drive it up to the next track. Okay, so you got a 9. That overcomes his threshold. He's lightly wounded. And he's going to try to overcome your chokehold with an athletics check. If you want to try to do a brawn check or keep him in chokehold. He's doing horribly. And while choked, he's got a minus 10, so it's a 94 or plus 10.
I'm gonna keep choking him.
All right. Make an athletics check to see if he overcomes you or not. I'll say that took an action point. You
got a
did
88.
that is a critical failure. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say that he gets his action point back because of the critical failure. And he is going to try to attack you. And he's going to try to knock you out. So he's going to try to do a stunning blow to stun you for a round. So that's an action point, and then after that he'll try to sunder to destroy your weapon. It's pretty awful. Okay, so you got to make a toughness. You got to make 2 toughness checks. Gal and athletics.
And athletics?
For mine, it says athletics test, yeah. For mine, not for yours. You do a toughness.
Oh.
Okay, and then let's see. The first one was a 55. Athletics is 48, so he fails. And then the next one fails, so he's unable to do both. He's going to try to attack you. That's his last action point. He wasn't able to do any of those effects. And he also fails to attack you. Was he able to get out of your chokehold? Yeah, he was able to, but he's out of your chokehold now.
Yeah.
So, okay. And the other one's unconscious, and it looks like this guy's going to try to, he's going to do another resolve check. And he, let's see, willpower passes. In fact, it's a critical success. He's going to fight to the death. All right, it's your all's turn. What do you do, Max?
I would like to stun my new friend here. Get
All
temp
right.
back.
The Austin Powers karate chop does seem to be the OP move here. I'm sure I'm misinterpreting it, but I don't blame you. Yes. However, he must resist with toughness, and you have to succeed on your check. So we'll see.
Which I'm just gonna keep accidentally closing
He's
my
gonna,
character sheet.
since it's a test, he's gonna make you fail.
Oh no! He made me fail. This is unfortunate. In that case, I'd like to stab him.
All right.
I'd like to take aim and then stab him.
All right.
Yes. This is the way. So that means I press buttons 10, submit, and I don't succeed. Look at me.
Oh man. Okay, he's gonna try
I'll
to.
stab someone one day.
He's gonna try to attack Ulrich again, and he's going to try to. Let's see.
Isn't it Ulrich's turn next?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Ulrich.
Yes. Don't stab my old man.
Let me look at what he's gonna do.
Die, preferably.
I see what he's gonna do. Classic. Okay.
Yeah, I think I might try a chokehold again.
All right. So let's see.
Hey, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking over my things that I can do.
Yeah.
And under my reactions, I have something called assist with an action point cost that varies. It says describe to GM how you assist an ally skill test, and GM assigns AP cost. I would like to attempt to restrain this guy's arms so that he can get choked.
So you can do that, but not this round. And I'll tell you what I mean. It says the AP cost varies, so you can attempt to do that for the next round, which I would say restrains him, gains all the benefits of that stuff, but it takes an action point, and you'd have to succeed on the check. But that would be awesome for Ulrich. So that would be an awesome thing next turn.
It's a reaction. Does that like
It would also take your
affect
reaction.
anything?
So you would say on my turn, or I'm going to use an action point. Let me know next time. On his turn, I'm going to use one of my reactions.
Okay, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, opportunity attacks and parries and dodges do not cost. It says an action point, and I don't get that. They're free. You can do those as many times as you want.
What I think might be going on is I think you might, this is a guess, I think you might get an action point that you can, like when it's not your turn, you get one action point that you can use, and then it refreshes next turn, like reactions in 5e, kind
Yeah.
of, like the reaction action point becomes the inhibiting factor.
Yeah, so
That
for
might be what's going
example,
on.
you can attempt to resist a spell once. You can, so it is like 5e where you get reactions, except this is needlessly complicated. Well, let's just keep going.
All right.
We can look at that in post. We can look at that later. Okay, what are we doing here? You're going to try to
Short turn.
go for
Yeah, I
it.
was still gonna try to choke. It's athletics.
All right. It's a chokehold. You got to do an athletics, and I do resist with athletics. So I got a 14.
Just one. Yeah.
I resist it. All right. What do you do now?
Well, then I'm gonna punch.
All right. He's going to try to parry it.
Another 88.
Oh no, that is a critical failure. I'm going to say... what is critical fail?
Strangle me.
You suffer physical peril. This is what happens. 2d10 plus 2. But you can take a resolve check to see if you can avoid this. Otherwise, you'll take 14 physical peril. Well, whatever your peril threshold. We'll calculate that in a second. You pass. You don't take any. Okay. And I think you can do one more thing, right? If you want. But you can't attack or do a stunt.
Well, then could I use my last point to assist
Exactly. On his turn,
Max von Spee the next his turn?
yeah. How do you do that?
Pretty much what he was going to do, and I'm going to hold the enemy for him.
All right. Attempt to make an athletics check and see if you can overcome him and restrain him. And bad things will happen to this person if he's restrained. You do. You overcome him and you're holding his arms now. And he's restrained. And I'm going to say that he loses his turn. Max von Spee, what do you do to him?
I guess I attempt to, give him a shave a little off the top.
He is definitely going to try to make a resolve check to flip to fail. And he
I'll do 1 action point of take aim
succeeds.
and remember to press buttons. Yeah, I'm just not in like a stabbing mood today. I think it's just not quite gonna.
Oh my
pan out.
goodness.
But
He
I
also,
would
he's
like to
restrained, so
do-
he's restrained, so why don't we say you flip to succeed? I mean, he's restrained. Like he's literally right there. There's no way.
As you please.
He can't even
I
defend
won't
himself.
object. All right, what do I do now?
Right. Now you roll
Some
a
stabbing.
d6 and you add either your athletics first digit or your brawn first digit.
Okay, great. Those are all the same. So let's
Or combat.
roll an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay. Well, let's see. He's going to make another check since you hurt him. And he's restrained and terrified. He's going to flip to fail. He failed. He is now absolutely horrified after this person tried to choke him to death. He saw somebody's throat get ripped out and their blood's all over the place. I'll put some blood here. This is how I am. I'm a really sick person.
Goodness.
And he
then-
keeps missing an old man.
Yeah, this he's horrified. His friends are on the ground. He capitulates and surrenders, actually. But before he does, he gets driven down the track here. And I'm going to see if he's also injured on top of everything else. He is not. Okay. Unless Udric attacks him, and then he would be.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, you know directions to the artifact.
Please, what kind of monster are you? And you see him looking up into the sky. Something is like capturing his attention, and he's obviously in shock.
I'll gently extend one of my hands and put it over his eyes and say, tell me the direction to the artifact.
And he points toward the door. He points towards this door.
Thanks for that. But like after the door.
And at that, he's really incoherent.
All right, thanks. You've been very helpful. All right. Hey, buddy, friend of mine, could you kindly strangle all these guys to death?
Oh man, you guys do that?
Sure. Yeah.
How many chaos ranks do you guys have?
Not enough.
Couple more.
You all gain.
I just have the one right now.
All right, you now have 6 more. You have 6 more chaos ranks than you had before for strangling people as they're unconscious. And
They try.
no, I get it,
Yeah.
but I mean,
And then I'd like to. You know what? Actually. Yeah. No, this is a great idea. So the two guys who were just knocked unconscious and then strangled,
Okay.
their clothes should be relatively blood-free. So let's do a quick change
All right.
Uh,
You're
and
now
then roll all the bodies into the river.
you roll all the bodies into the river. I will remove these. I'm going to give you control of the Elven Guard here, as you now have Elven Guard outfits on. I'll say that this one right here is one of you, and this one, the green one here, is Roar, or blue one is Roar. I'll give you control.
I have control over the red one.
Here you go.
I have control
You-
over the red one.
You all have control over all of them, but we'll just say
We're-
blue one's
we're-
Roar, and
Oh,
We're two
okay.
adventurers in a trench coat.
that way I'm not spinning all. There we go. Okay, now, oh, I got rid of your visibility. Let me fix that.
This is the best I've dressed my whole life.
Yep.
This is the smoothest heist I've ever been on, I've got to say.
You wipe the blood off, and then now I'm going to go back for a second, pan the camera back up to our Zweihander over here. Julianus, you hear, actually, just make an awareness check.
right. 100 and awareness. So I need perception to be to 59. Hey, 33.
33. You hear the noises, bestial noises coming from up these spiral staircases.
I kind of pause and look to one of the other guards. Perhaps we will need the other two we just left behind.
You go and you get the other two.
Yeah, I go. Maybe you could, if you could, go get them. I think maybe.
All right, let's see. We go get. There's actually 4 of them. Do you get all of them, or just 2 of them, or how many?
Just the two that we just left
Have
behind.
to hold the. All right, the Elven Guard is still in there, and then all right. So are you going to go up the stairs, or?
Yeah, we'll go up the stairs.
All right.
And say something inspirational like the gods are watching us.
You go up the stairs, and you see the dead bodies of Elven guards lying everywhere. Blood smears the floor of the pristine, this pristine Elven noble manor. There's a woman crying, weeping in the corner, and you hear a gurgling noise further down.
Behold the fruits of evil. Kind of start making
Nice.
our way over here. Behold the fruits of evil. This is going really, really, really better than I intended. All right. Is there a door here, or is it just?
Yeah, there's a door right here.
Okay. I'm gonna listen at it.
All right, that would be a awareness check, but I'll tell you what you hear as you listen at the door. You hear
Okay.
you hear animal sounds. There's something unnatural on the other side of the door. You heard gurgling and something in distress, but suddenly those sounds have stopped.
All right. Get information. I am going to open the door, and we are going to charge in and destroy whatever vile creature lays behind it.
Let's see here.
I kind of look back to them, and I'm like, "Are you ready?"
We have trained for this moment. The time of
Glorious.
justice has come, that which was prophesied. We were always ready, Master.
For glory.
Kick
I'll
the door
open.
open.
Yeah.
All right. Oops. You open the door and go on the other side. There's a receiving room, and 2 doors are ajar here, dark from where you can see. And one of the doors that's slightly ajar is actually swinging, just slightly open more. And you hear like gurgling noises coming from from this open door.
Yeah, I prepare my lantern
All right.
and kind of slowly look behind me so that they're close.
All right.
I don't want to get too jumped.
Yeah.
And kind of use my foot. I've got my whip and dirk at the ready, and use my foot and just kind of kick the door, or like
Sure.
the leverage with the foot, kind of a.
You just kick the door open, leveraging it with your foot, and you see a grisly sight inside. This is obviously the master's bedroom, and you see the body of Lord Iynaynornei on the floor, torn to shreds as if torn apart by claws, and you also see three other figures growling in here. Two are of the sort of mutants that you have seen lately, but another is. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one you see. This one right here. A strange. How do I describe this? I have an image, but he's got this huge coat that's surrounding him, that's covering him, but the body inside of the coat looks like this. It looks like two beings that have been attached and flipped upside down on either end.
Oh man, this is a plot twist I was not expecting. Excellent.
And
Man.
they look like they're about to dive for the window.
Oh, can I? All right, I'm going to run in.
All right.
And well, I'm not going to be able to get by these guys, so I'm not going to try to do anything too silly. But I'll just yell, "Charge!" and make my way in. And,
All right.
hopefully these guys will follow me. And...
Oh yeah, they totally do. They follow you right into battle. You're going to need to see if you can catch them or stop them before they can get out, though, because they're going to try. So you can attempt to make like an athletics check to bar their way.
Okay.
And I'll just oppose it.
Athletics check, brawn. Ooh, I need a 45.
And you also have to beat my 21, unless you use a token.
Ooh. Hey!
You beat it. You're able to bar the way and prevent them from leaping out the window, and the Holy Guard surrounds them, also preventing that. And now you can roll for initiative.
That was a D10?
It's a D10 plus your initiative modifier.
11.
Uh, 11. All right, you're able to act first.
Okay. Is the double creature armed?
Oh yes, he pulls out blades with every arm.
Okay.
It indeed has many arms.
Yeah, I
is
kind of felt
quite
silly
armed.
asking that. Very armed. Okay, let me check my combat thing here. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, hang on. I really should check in that first. What Where's the... what are some of the combat maneuvers I can do? Sorry, I'm just trying to find this
sure.
one, but I don't want to hold you up.
Yeah, no, you can attempt to do. You can take aim, which will increase your base chance for every time you do it. You have 3 action points. You can do 1 stunt and 1 attack. You can also do an assist, as we were talking about, and lend help on someone else's round. As a stunt, you can try to choke someone, which would, I say when they're choked, like they'll have negative effects, like being.
There's an image in the Adventures in the Vale channel.
Yes.
Just scroll up a tiny bit.
That's
what I've been.
You can attempt to disarm him so that he doesn't have one of the blades, so he doesn't do as much damage. You can attempt to do a stunning blow, which seems to be the OP, the god move right now, which if you succeed on it, it says that they're stunned or unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm probably
I'm
going to
go
make
for
that.
one.
I'm going to make that harder on the unconscious one. Stunned, I'll just say they miss a round of combat, which is still devastating. And then sunder, you can destroy their weapon, and takedown, you can try to knock them down, which is bad in this game because it takes 2 out of 3 action points to get back up. So those are all some options. And they can do
Can
that to
I
you.
disarm and then try to knock him down? Or is that too many action points?
You can disarm and then knock down. Now that sounds right. Disarm and then... Oh, you can only do 1 stunt and 1 attack per round.
Okay. So then I will try to...
But you could
knock
take
down.
aim in order to, knock down or stun and then try to knock them down.
Okay, yeah, that
I'm
works.
sorry, you could try to take aim, attack, and then do one of the stunts, or something like that. And yes, and you're within range to do that.
All right, let's do that. So let me see here. Take aim is on here. Take aim.
So
Base
your
chance.
attack, you just increase the base chance by +10. So
Okay, perfect. All right, let's make an attack. And that's simple melee combat. 40, 50, 60. Ah, no.
all right, I'll go ahead and try to resist your takedown. And he passes that as well. So you didn't succeed in your attack, and he also resisted your takedown. Unless you can beat a 17, actually. You could try to roll it.
Alright.
And then he's going to try to attack some of these guards after that, if that happens.
Nah.
Actually, they're going to be
44.
the guards' turns. Oh, did that. Okay, yes. All right. Critical failure. Make a resolve check.
No. Each face in front of the guys? Willpower. After that, willpower. So that's a 59. 44. Did it.
44. Okay, yeah, and that's also a critical success. Do you have any peril conditions currently?
Nope.
All right, so, all right. Now the guards are going to try to attack these mutants. There are a crap ton of them, so they're all just going to try to surround and pound these mutants. Fail, pass, fail, pass. And then, can they try to parry them? Fail, fail. Okay, so then they're going to try to attack. They have big Zweihander swords. Oh, why is that not? There we go. 9 plus and 7 and damage threshold. Okay, so they're all lightly wounded now. And then the mutants are going to try to attack and turn. And let's see, 1 passes unless it can. And the Holy Guard parries. So the room just devolves into madness as like these mutants leap into the air and They pull blades out of their skin, out of their flesh, and they just start trying to hack at the guards. The guards, they have trained their whole lives for this moment, that they could try to bring justice to the mutant. And so they their blades are spinning through the air and clanging against the rusted and filth-covered metal of the mutants. And they parry back and forth. Two of the mutants have been hurt, and now it's Big Boy's turn.
Opa.
Okay, and he's got a special ability. Miss, miss, hit, hit. Oh, and an exploding dice. So, let's see. That is 4 is 6 plus 10 is 16 plus 5 is 21 plus 4 is 25. So you see this just like cloak come off of this thing, and then a squeal as it spins in the air, and he starts spinning over to one of the guards, who does 26 damage, who immediately has his head chopped off by the attack.
Oh no.
Yeah, you will need to kill this thing quickly, or else it will quickly ruin the entire room. And, alright, and that makes it your turn.
Okay. Not gonna be able to get him. Gonna have to. These other mutants, are those like claws and stuff that they've got, or do they actually have weapons?
They, like, pulled shards of metal out of themselves. It looks like they may have been parts of farming implements or maybe weapons, but they're corroded and rust-covered and blood-covered.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, I'm gonna
make
try to
resolve
knock
checks
one of
for
these
everybody.
guys out.
Alright.
Do the stunning blow.
One of the
Which I
guards
need.
fails his resolve check, and he is now potentially imperiled. You can also make a resolve check when you have a chance.
Ooh, I can. Oh, here, I'll do the resolve now. I need. Where's my resolve? Willpower. So I get a 59. So here's. Oh, no. That's a failure.
Okay, let's see here. I will roll the chaos dice, and let's see here. Oh, nice. A 1. 5. What is your peril threshold?
Peril threshold is a 7.
A 7. In this moment of utter darkness, when you look at this mutant and realize that it's about to hack up the whole room, something inside of you compels you to know that you can endure what's going on inside of Julianus.
All right. I'm gonna try to knock one of these guys out, and I need a. I'm gonna use the interrogation. So I need to beat a 69. Oh boy, that's not gonna do it. Oh no,
Oh,
what happened to
no.
my good rolls?
All right. So let's see. You still have you also have to move. Which one did you try to knock out?
Oh.
This one?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So that's 2 AP, and then that was a stunt, right? So then, was that a stunt? A takedown? Is that what
Yeah.
you tried to do? Okay, so you
Yeah,
can still
I
attempt to attack if you wanted, or you can try to do something else.
Okay, I will try to attack. 100. Boom. 31 out of. Yeah, 31, sweet.
All right. The mutant will try to parry that, and fails. So you roll
I
for
roll
damage. A D6
It's a
plus
D6
your
damage?
D6 plus your it's either brawn or agility, I think. Depending on the weapon. What's the weapon?
I think it's a dirk, but they're both 4.
Yeah, I think they're versatile. I think you can use either you want.
Awesome. I got an
Nice.
8.
All right, an 8. That exceeds their damage threshold, and now one is moderately wounded. And I will see if he is injured. And the guards are going to try to... He's not injured. The guards are going to try to... They stand fast. They see the threat. They're going to smarten up and try to all attack one of these things. So 2 of them charge. Or actually, 3 of them charge. They're going to use the charge action on a mutant. Clear the room. Charge. 2 AP. Charge 2x movement. Add 1d6 to damage. So they're all... That'll be 3d6 damage if they hit. They're all 3 going to try to attack. And... Let's see. 1 misses, 2 hits. And that makes it 6d6 now. That instantly kills this mutant, who's charged by these maniacal religious fanatics that start hacking down this mutant. This other one's going to start dueling this other mutant. He also tries to charge, I'll say. Chooses his stuff. Does he hit? He does, unless they can parry.
Is this guy?
Oh yeah, thank you. He also charges.
In the corner.
Very
terrified.
good, very good. And in fact, that one parried. So let's see. These 2 are going to try to. This one's going to try to charge, and fails.
Oh,
And so that's all of their turns. And this remaining mutant is. They're going to make resolve checks. Pass, pass. Okay, and then this mutant is going to stand his ground and try to fight. Fails. And the other mutant is going to do his crazy thing. Let's see what he can do to one of the guards. Let's see. One of them fails. The guard gets 1 reaction. Parries 1. And you see this heroic holy guard against this mutant with multiple blades that's just like maniacally hacking at him. And the holy guard's just screaming in faith and resolve and just like fighting back with this blade even though he's being cut up. 2 of them, though, hit him. Let's see. That's 6 plus 4 is 5, 9. Let's see. Whoops. That's 5 and 9 is 14. 14 drives him to moderate wound. And he's not injured, but one of the guards is now moderately wounded. So this guard actually holds off this mutant, and it's now your turn again.
that guy a raise. Okay, so going to stunts. I'm gonna try to stunning blow the guy in front of me again.
All right.
And 1d100. I'm gonna use the interrogate. So I think I needed
He fails.
69. Yeah.
That's a critical success. Let's see. Critical success gives you something. I think it's like another action point. The target is defenseless now. And so now they, okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna finish him off.
All right.
100. Yeah.
You got a 43, so you can roll for damage. Remember that you can explode one of your die, but you can go ahead and roll it if you want to try that.
How does that work?
Well, you could go ahead and roll it and see if you get a 6 anyways. But
okay.
you roll a d6, you add your agility or whatever you're using for it. So you got a 5, so you can drive that to a 6, which will make it 10. plus you roll another d6, but then you would use a token. That's probably the most powerful use of these tokens.
Yeah, I'll use one. Let's take this guy out.
All right, so now all of a sudden that became a 10, and you can roll another d6.
Come on.
All right, so now it's a 12. That drives him up 2, which automatically kills him anyways.
Yes.
Describe your kill.
Okay, so I smash him with the side of my, like the blunt end of my bullwhip, and then when he's down, I just the dirk right in the eye.
It looks back at you just stupidly, unthinkingly, until finally the light goes out in its remaining eye. And the guards now are going to surround this other mutant, and you hear the mutant say, "Your corruption has come to an end. We're going to take this city. It's ours now. We're free." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you're going to try to attack him, you can go ahead and roll and see. I'm going to save a little bit of time here and move back to the others. How do you get 100 out of that? Anyways, that definitely fails. And then that all the rest of them pass unless he can parry. He gets 1 reaction. So he can only parry 1 attack, so that's... You can go ahead and roll your damage.
You
1,
know what, actually...
2,
there's-
3.
Oh, no, I guess, wait. That attack... I think I just attacked, right? Is this a different action?
Yeah, I'm just saying you can go ahead and resolve your attack if you intend to do that.
Okay. Total is 6.
12, 22. Yeah, describe how you all kill this thing as a group.
Okay.
Remember, all your people are here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of picture him saying that, and then just like reaching out as everybody just kind of goes in and starts double stabbing down on him.
At that,
It's a group effort.
yeah, the lady here, covered in blood, staggers over to the room, streaks blood on the wall and a door with her hand as she comes in, and slumps to the floor, and she says, "My heroes," and then falls unconscious. And
Okay.
and then I'm going to pan back to our elves. And what are you guys doing?
We're doing what elves do and walking inside.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Remember?
Okay,
Confidence.
well, yeah,
You're supposed to be here.
and in fact, someone does come in here and sees you, and they're like, What's happening? What's going on out there? We haven't heard back from the guard captain upstairs."
There's we're being attacked. We need to move the artifact. We have orders.
"I see. Very well. Is it the plan to move it to Jerusalem? Should we use the canal?"
Yes.
"Very well. I'll begin preparing the artifact." And he starts like preparing to pack it up.
Right. I'll let him do the heavy lifting.
It takes a few minutes for him to do so. Is there anything that you want to do in the meantime? You see that in the room that there's tons and tons of scrolls and scroll cases, and a table that is just a pile of various books and grimoires, and even vials of various liquids and things.
I'll nonchalantly peruse a little bit. What's around here? Can I make sense of any of it?
Well, you could attempt to make a very difficult incantation check to see what you would know of magic. But these are clearly magical items. They look like they've been hastily gathered here. Also, what are you doing, Ulrich?
Well, I can't read.
Neither
So
can I, apparently.
I'm just watching the guy put away the book, just looking like I'm being a guard.
All right. Well, yeah,
End
you
up
don't
being a
know.
watch.
Gotcha, Max von Spee. You don't know what these things are. You know that they're magical and probably forbidden because magical artifacts outside of Tower Jehorsam should be prohibited. And in fact, the fact that he says a backup plan is to relocate the artifact to Tower Jehorsam is quite odd.
Sound smells like a conspiracy.
Okay. So
Might as well just keep an eye on the door, hold it shut.
you he packs it up and he's like, quickly, we must make for the boat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Definitely that.
Right. Let's follow him and drown him a little bit.
Yeah, he gets to a boat and he starts packing it up and getting the boat ready. What do you all do?
While he's getting the boat ready, I'll take um the what's hopefully the Geritect, and I'll say, and I'll whisper, you can strangle him now.
The guy has the Juratech. That's the artifact. Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's preparing a boat that requires two hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all didn't move your tokens. So you guys are down here at the
Well,
boat with
I
him.
can't see anything, so
Oh, what? Let me fix that.
well I can see the room I'm in, but like
Oh,
Yeah, it
okay.
won't even let me move the token out of the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's barred by
yeah, so we're
the
a
lighting.
little.
Here you go.
The moral of the story is yeah, there we
There you
go.
go.
All right, yeah, all right.
All right. Yeah, one of you, let's see, Max von Spee, you can attempt to do like a skullduggery check. And then Ulrich, you can attempt to make an attack and he's surprised. So you can do your plus 30 and take down or whatever you want.
Gold
Well,
digging.
then, yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna do that with the chokehold.
Okay.
This isn't a great day for me in luck. I'm determining. Not
You
gonna make any
want to use one of
meaningful
these?
investments today. Sure.
You now have
I'm all about using those too much.
you now have the Geritect,
Love to hear it.
the original prophecy that has guided this entire nation, for
The
good or for
OG.
ill.
Be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you get, Ulrich?
So I get the plus 30 to the chokehold.
So let's see. Because it's a surprise, you get an automatic plus 20, and then he can't defend or react because it's a surprise, and then a chokehold. I think you get a plus 10 for some reason, right? So it's all plus 30. There was something. There's
Yeah,
some
we
reason.
had. I don't remember what happened last time to get the extra 10.
So the only thing you have to do is pass this check.
Fate of the world hangs on this roll.
Oh, what? Oh, yes. It passed. Okay. That would have been terrible if you didn't have all those bonuses. Okay, so he's choked, and now he's going to try to make a resolve check. Are you going to just... what's the plan? Are you guys just trying to drown him, or what?
Don't I do the peril damage with the choke?
Yes. You can roll the chaos dice, d6, and
So
add
it's
your
the D6
add your
and a
brawn to it.
D10.
Oh, yes, and a d10 on top of that, yes.
And then brawn is 7, so 17.
17. He almost is incapacitated, but not quite. But it does drive it all the way up to ignoring 2 skill ranks. And so you're choking him. My thought is, are you trying to Godfather? Are you trying to choke him in the boat, at the bottom of the boat? Are you trying to pull him over into the water and hold his head under the water? What are you doing?
Well, where is the book?
It's the book. Now Max von Spee has the book.
Okay, then yeah, I'll try to drown the guy in the water.
All right. I will say that he has got to overcome your brawn right now. That's going to be the bottom line on that one. He got an 83. All you got to do is pass.
And I roll athletics.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. You didn't pass, so he's going to try to get back up out of the water. And he's going to probably run for his life. If you all are not able to catch up. So each of you, actually, let's look at it. Let's look at the. It's a. Let's see, chase scenes. He's going to try to run, and he can do that with his combat stuff. He is an escapee, and you're a pursuer.
I actually would like to accept these terms.
You want to let him run.
Yeah, who cares?
Based on what your character knows, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, we have the book and
Yeah,
we're in a disguise.
If he wants to get out of our way, don't let us stop him.
Yeah, you guys have your stuff. What do you do now? Do you swim out of here, or you?
There's a
use-
boat. He
you take
prepped
the
us a
boat?
boat. This guy was very nice. He did everything for us. He was like heisting us. Let me prepare you the item you're trying to steal and your escape vessel. So I would like to take advantage of his hard work.
Oh man.
Nameless elf with the assist.
Yeah, you will be remembered in the coming order, whoever you were.
Julianas, the unconscious lady who expressed her gratitude for your heroics, was the niece of the elder Elidyar Iynaynornei, one Lady Lucerinia Iynaynornei. And she is now slumped unconscious, having seen her uncle and her cousin slain by mutants, and presumably their house broken into and the Juratech taken. And additionally, Lord Lathalin Iynaynornei is slain in the other room and dead.
Oof.
And so you have two people slain. The Juratech has been taken, and they know this. But you don't, because the Holy Guard doesn't. And they don't know that you know. Does that make sense? All
Yeah.
they know is that you broke in here and said that I have charges of heresy against Lord Elidyar Iynaynornei, and Lord Lathalin's life is in danger. And then you came up here, and then there were mutants that had mauled them both, and you fought them off like a hero. So
Look at all this heresy.
so much heresy. And
There's at least like 3 heresy in here.
So the Juratech is now in your care. Now we can talk about how you would like to use the new power and favor you have with the nobles, if you plan to try to leverage that or stay in the shadows. And you would need to try to deceive the oracles if so. However, in the meantime, we have our friends who have made it to the rendezvous. So if you recall, the Dark Pact asked you to meet with someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Utwin the mutant.
So, Otwin Godhard, you hear the familiar clang of, let me bring it down here, jingling of copper pennies against plate, and someone crumpled in old rags. It's Otwin. And they say, "Hello, my friends. I heard that you recently found something that might help a poor wretch like myself."
Then you must have extremely good hearing. I thought we made good time. But yes, I happen to have recently come into the possession of a tome of life advice, and here you go. And I'll take out a book.
Thank you. The network thanks you. If you wish, tonight, before the moon, before the sun rises, you may wish to go to the docks. May the gods bless you. Gods bless you.
May the gods bless you as well, my friend.
That's where we'll end the session.